Hello everyone, I'd like you to walk with me into this seemingly perfect day. You're enjoying the day, enjoying the breeze, enjoying the sunshine with your date, and your stomach begins to growl and ache with hunger. The noises start to get louder, and as your stomach rumbles and you get embarrassed, your date turns to you and asks, "Why didn't you just eat breakfast?" Don't you wish you had avoided this simple embarrassment? The importance of breakfast has been largely debated for many years and has a vast amount of research on it. Eating breakfast is a simple, everyday choice that will improve your daily life and health, as well as your long-term health. There is a need for every person at every age to eat breakfast. In Pivick, Tinnell, Chapman, and Goo's peer-reviewed journal, Eating Breakfast Enhances the Efficiency of Neural Networks, many tests were run between children who did and did not eat a substantial breakfast every morning, and they found that information is functionally linked to improved performance, specifically in children who have eaten breakfast. But eating breakfast is not just something that affects us at a young age. It is something that continues to affect us throughout our whole life. We make the choice every day, but it has a long-term effect. Dr. Mark Pereira and Associates wrote and published a peer-reviewed article entitled Breakfast, Frequency, and Quality, exploring the relationship between eating breakfast and overall health in adults and children. In their article, they state, "Our results suggest that breakfast frequency and quality may be related in causal ways to appetite controls and blood sugar control, supporting the hypothesis that the breakfast meal and its quality may have important causal implications for the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes." Type 2 diabetes and obesity are not the only diseases that can come from not eating breakfast. There's been many other researchers and statistics on the subject of eating breakfast. Dr. Leah Cahill and her associates from the Harvard School of Public Health published the following statistics in their peer-reviewed article. Prospective Study of Breakfast Eating and Incident Coronary Heart Disease, from the Epidemiology and Prevention Journal. They state that skipping breakfast among their the people they researched, led to a 27% higher risk of coronary heart disease and failure. There was no association between the frequency of eating and coronary heart disease failure. It all came down to the first meal of the day. Likewise, doctors from the Harvard School of Public Health and the Department of Nutrition published an article entitled Eating Habits and Type 2 Diabetes Risk on the effect that omitting breakfast can have on developing type 2 diabetes. They tested 29,206 U.S. men and followed up with them 16 years later, only to find that those who skipped breakfast had a 21% increased chance of developing type 2 diabetes and a worsened body mass index. Eating breakfast is such a simple choice. Start making time in the morning to eat a substantial breakfast. It's not a hard thing to do. It's merely a habit that must be formed over time. By eating a substantial breakfast, we can be more focused on our surroundings rather than our hunger and appetite throughout the day, and improve our long-term health. Eating breakfast is just one piece of having an overall healthy diet. Make this easier on yourself by buying easy and available on-the-go breakfast foods and writing yourself a note or setting a reminder on your phone, as it is easy to forget things we need in the morning. It will take time to establish the habit of eating breakfast every morning, but when the habit forms, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you are taking a simple step to improve your overall health. Everyone can benefit from eating breakfast. Tests and statistics have been run over and over again, and conclusions after conclusions have been made that eating breakfast begins to have an effect on children at a very young age and continues to affect us into adulthood. It not only affects our health, but our appetite. Dr. Crail and his associates from the University of Pennsylvania Psychiatric Department state from their research on 8 to 12-year-olds that there was a significant main effect of breakfast condition on total daily energy intake. When we're kids, we're motivated to eat breakfast in the morning because we want energy to play outside. When we're adults, we're more prone to sipping coffee. But what we need to do is give our bodies what we need. Let me tell you the story of a close friend of mine who for many years never ate breakfast. At age 14, she began getting horrible sight migraines. Those came to a peak on Thanksgiving Day, when after waking up to a terrible migraine, she skipped breakfast, as usual, and jumped in the shower to try and numb the pain. While in the shower, she began feeling dizzy and woke up on the bathroom floor 15 minutes later. The doctor told her that the problem was simple. She needed to get her blood sugar up in the morning by eating a hearty breakfast. Not doing so can, over time, trigger diabetes. Sarah began to eat breakfast regularly, choosing to make time for it in the mornings, and saw her migraines and fainting habits improve rapidly. In summary, eating breakfast brings down the risk for developing several different forms of diabetes, coronary heart failure, and obesity. Children who ate breakfast were shown to have better focus and a better neurological ability to excel in school. Choosing to eat breakfast every day will improve your overall lifestyle. Start making breakfast a healthy habit for yourself. Eating breakfast is a habit that we must all learn to develop in order to take another step towards a healthy life and a healthy future.